and they walked ahead. The jeweller's shop was on their right as they half turned back. The young people exchanged rings and left, holding each other by the hand. We stayed behind. I remember the window of that shop once had become a strange mirror, absorbing our future to the point where mystery began. Mystery, the unknown. For us, that was enough. Love was stronger than fear. And today, they went ahead. They didn't even look at the reflection in the mirror of that strange window. Did not sound out the future. Will the mystery, the unknown, begin at once for them? As they were walking, Christopher clasped her arm. He wanted to remold the memories of her parents. They have remained here, and I with Adam. Was I to examine my own Christopher's intuition?
I never thought I'd meet you here, Adam. Perhaps even now this name sounds strange in my lips. Do you remember once you unexpectedly started a conversation with me right here? You said to me, the bridegroom passed down the street. I waited, loitering for a while among the sleeping girls, while others carried lanterns and walked to meet him. I went with them. When he came, I looked closely into his face. It was Stefan's face. I wanted to run away at once. Do you think I have reconciled myself to this even now? My sense of disproportion did not vanish without trace. I cannot bring both those faces nearer. I cannot identify them. The old girlish love for that man dried up like water, which cannot a second time spring from the earth. I tried, though, to believe in him, and in an order governing everything, including my own life. Besides, I ceased to despise him, ceased to bear a grudge. That terrible grudge which had wasted my life. I began to look for guilt in myself as well. It was there. I didn't now cut conversations short or keep totally silent to crush him. Did he change? I don't know. But he did become less burdensome. He too must have found it easier to bear my presence. We may have stopped moving away from each other at such a pace as before. Now things seem to stand still. Do we live through each other? I suppose not. We live more through our children. Monica is the most difficult. It is in her that we destroy most. Now she is leaving us. To my mind, too early. And she is taking with her a certainty of her parents' guilt. In this, I suppose, she does us wrong. That the bridegroom had to have Stefan's face, this I now understand. But I became one of the foolish virgins, one who has no more oil, and whose laugh burns very badly, using up in the process nearly every fibre of my soul.
That evening, I saw Anna again. The memory of her meeting with the bridegroom was still vivid to her. Anna had entered the road to compliment to love. She had to compliment, giving and taking in different proportions than before. The turning point occurred that night many years ago. At that time, everything threatened destruction. The new love could only begin through a meeting with the bridegroom. But Anna felt the rhythm first. It was only the subject. In the course of time, a gradual calm came, and something new was growing, and was yet still intangible, and above all, did not taste of love. One day you may learn to relish the taste of that something new. At any rate, Anna was closer to Stefan. carries people away like an absolute, although it lacks absolute dimension. But acting under an illusion, they do not try to connect that love with the love that has such a dimension. They do not even feel the need. Blinded as they are with the lack of emotion, put by lack of emotion. They lack humility towards what love must feel in its true essence. The more aware they are of it, the smaller the danger. Otherwise, the danger is great. Love will not stand the pressure of reality. I'm sorry I was for Anna that night many years ago. I'm sorry I was for Stefan. Already, they had 3 children that were beginning to grow up. Monica felt everything most strongly. I was terribly sorry for her. Much more even for Andrew, when he was taking leave of me on the way to his outpost. He said then, I shan't come back. It remains for me to take that news to the widow. Lord. I tried to be father to Christopher, but I have not been able to leave Andrew's place dying. Sometimes human existence seems too short for love. At other times, however, it is the other way around. Human love seems too short in relation to existence, or rather, too trivial. At any rate, every person has at his disposal an existence and a love. The trouble is, how to build a sensible structure from it. But this structure must never be inward. It must be open in such a way that on the one hand it embraces other people, while on the other always reflects absolute existence and love. It must always in some way reflect. That too is the ultimate sense of your lives. Teresa, Andrew, Anna, Stefan, and yours too, Monica, Christopher.
Adam mentioned us one by one, left his own name out. He was, as it were, a common denominator of us all, a spokesman and a judge. Somehow we quietly entrusted ourselves to his thoughts, his analysis and heart. All this was and moved, or was moving slowly into another structure. It was hard to tear thought and heart away from the young people. Monica and Christopher reflect in some way the absolute existence and love. How? This is a question one cannot ask for its conclusion. The mirror where I had seen the immediate future with Andrew wasn't even there. The jeweler has locked up his shop. And the 2 young people have both gone away. Do they know at least what they reflect? Should one not follow them? But after all, they have their own thoughts. They will come back here. They will certainly come back. They have simply gone to ponder a while, to create something, to reflect on the absolute existence and love must be the most wonderful of all. But one lives in ignorance of it.
I too did not seem to know what Adam and then Teresa, Christopher's mother, were talking about. Earlier in the evening, Anna had seemed to make a confession to Adam about many of the later years of her life. When she had finished talking about the bridegroom who must have had my face, she immediately referred to Monica. That was the one thing that I understood best. That Monica wants to leave us at any price. Why? Why? I do not know what it means to reflect the absolute existence and love. But if Monica wants so much to go away from us, then I'm certain it is because of that we, both of us, Anna and I, we reflect them very badly. This I clearly understood, and somehow it hurts me too. Also, at this moment, for the first time in many years, I felt the need to say something that would open up my soul, to say it to Anna. This was an attempt at self-accusation, or rather, an attempt to divide the guilt between us two. At any rate, I've come up to her and put my hand upon her shoulder, something I have not done in a long, long time. And I've also said these words. What a pity that for so long we have not felt ourselves to be a couple of children. Anna, how much we have lost because of that.